Okay, welcome to the 308 Sniper live stream. It's Friday night and we are getting ready for our Friday night games. So,
it's Friday then, it's Saturday, Sunday, what? It's Friday then, it's Saturday, Sunday, what? It's Friday.
Yeah, so it is Friday night. It's Friday night in the Kill House. So, we've got a night of streaming tonight. We've got a bunch of players in playing tonight. So, let's see how we get on tonight. The players are just finishing up their safety brief, and then we'll be getting them game briefed ready for their first game, and we'll be live with that in just a second. Okay, so if you've not joined us before, Friday night, it's Friday night in the dark, lights are off, and we will be playing in a pitch black arena. So Friday nights always are in the dark game. So if you like CQB and you like playing in the dark, then Friday night is your night. So we've got almost a full arena tonight, so it should be quite a busy one out there. We've got games on all over the weekend as well. I think we're almost fully booked tomorrow morning, and let's have a look. Let me have a look at the current week. Yeah, and then Sunday's a pretty full day as well. We've got people in all day on Sunday. We have got some spaces left. We've got one space left Saturday morning if you want to get booked in. 308sniper.simplybook.it, and we've got spaces Sunday. Let's have a look. 6, 7, 8, 9. So we've got a couple of spaces in the morning and a couple of spaces in the afternoon as well. So if you want to get booked in, 308sniper.simplybook.it. I'll put that in the chat as well. There we go. So let me just talk to the in-game marshal and we'll get this first game underway. Okay, so this first game is our team. It's not a team domination game at all. Totally wrong slide. Sorry about that. Let's get the right slide up. There we go. Team deathmatch is our first game. So players are just entering the arena now. So we've got the green team and the red team. Green team are respawning on the what will be the top left-hand camera, and the red team are respawning on the top middle camera. This game is all about the respawns. It's just to shoot them up, just get them started and warmed up to hitting each other. And the team with the least respawns wins. Easy as that. It's a 10-minute game. And the marshal's just getting them set into place. I'll get the cameras up now. There we go. So cameras are up. Marshall's just getting them ready in game. I'm just going to mute the mic while I speak to the in-game Marshall, and we'll get this game started.
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Okay, as you see, the lights have now been switched off. It is Friday night in the dark. The cameras are all gone black and white as they're all on infrared. So watch out for the game starting in just a minute. Again, I'm just going to speak to the marshal and we'll get this game underway. Okay, here we go, and the game is just starting now. So in 3, 2, 1, and we have game on. So one team flying out there, the other team taking their time about it. So let's see who's going to win this one. Welcome, Georgester. Who's going to be the winner today? Exactly. Let's see. It's a totally different format tonight, all in the dark. So it puts a whole new playing emphasis on it. The smoke seems to linger in the dark as well, a lot more. So it will mix it up. It's definitely a need for torches out there. All the windows are boarded. There's very, very little natural daylight coming through. So it is proper dark out there, so torches are a must. You'll see when the smoke activates as well. You can see it on the bottom left camera. It really shows up well on the in the dark cameras. You can see it blowing over into the spawn and everything. So let's see how this game pans out. Generally in the dark we get a few less respawns, just because people take their time trying to hunt each other out and find each other. It does look like the one team there are, so that's the red team. There's 3 of them just camped in their spawn. They don't seem to be moving anywhere at all. Maybe they're looking for their big boy pants. Well, yeah, night vision would get shot out indoors, but there are a few guys that run night vision indoors, and have done so successfully. So, yeah, green are winning at the moment. I think basically red don't seem to be pushing. I mean, the red guy there just fell over in his own respawn area with no contact. I don't know what happened there. Red are just being pinned in, I think. They're just not moving. I don't know what's going on with them tonight. So 3 minutes into this first 10-minute game, he fell over. Yeah, he did. I don't know if you see what happened. All I see is in 1 minute he was stood, and then the next minute he was just sitting down. He just seemed to fall over under his own steam. I don't know what that was all about. But Reds are being smashed at the moment. They're just not driving out their spawn. One lad there's just pinned in the corner. He looks like he's got a torch, so I don't know what's going on. So it is 4 respawns to the red, 1 to the green. Green seem to be pushing out and just holding the reds in their spawn area there. I don't know if the reds are a bit nervous about moving out, but they're not. They're not moving anywhere. So. What's that link there? Clips, Twitch TV, Kangaroo, Hussein Chop. Let's see, I don't know if I can. Let me have a look, George, to see if I can open that link whilst I'm on. Oh, you've clipped. Oh, you clipped the fall over. Oh, well done, mate. Let's have a little replay of that. Yeah, it just seemed to fall over on his own steam. We'll have to breathalyse him, I think, after the game. I don't know what happened there. He looked like a drunk on a Friday night. Well, it is Friday night, isn't it? So, blimey. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. He seemed to get back up and straight back out afterwards. So, how bizarre. Strangest thing I've ever seen in the kill house, but there you go. So, blimey. Question is, can I get a moderator? Yeah, I think he has, George. I don't know. He seems pretty sober, but maybe it's just haunted kill house. I reckon it is. I'll tell you what. You should spend some evenings up here on your own. When we was rebuilding this place, the place was built in 1928, and you get all sorts of creaks and groans and voices and that. So if you believe in all that sort of stuff, then it'll send your mind racing. I guess you get it in any old building, to be fair, but yeah, he certainly seemed to be possessed tonight. Something just swept him off his feet. But, okay, so we're well over halfway. Reds are still losing. 8 respawns to the red, 4 to the green. It's now 5 to the green, 6 to the green. So Reds are starting to find it a bit, but they're still not really moving out of their spawn area. They've got torches as well, so maybe they're just a bit nervous about moving forward. Maybe they've seen the haunted ghost out there or something. Looks like the damn spiders are back. We cleared the spider webs out earlier, and now they nicely laid a web right across the front of one of the cameras there, which is handy. So Reds are still losing at the moment, 9 till 6. So they've got a bit of work to do. Looks like they've moved slightly out of their spawn, not very far. Made it about a metre. Oh no, straight back into their comfort zone. I think this is what's costing Reds. They're just not pushing forward enough. Greens are managing to push out. So get interested in the next rounds once we deploy the targets. And they have to start moving around, engaging targets. If they're just going to hang around their spawn, they're not going to get out and shoot the targets. So we'll have to see how the games pan out. It is close though. It's 7-9 overall, so 9 respawns to the red, 7 to the green. We've got just coming up to about a minute left, minute 15 now, so maybe it might come back to the reds, who knows.
Pew, 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 pew.
So last minute now, it looks like
Oh, friend. Oh, friend. Oh, friend. He's my friend. Oh, friend.
all being friends there in their spawn area. Look,
Oh, friend. Oh, friend. Oh, friend. He's my friend.
so what's going on? They're all bunched up together. Yeah, lots of ghosts. Do they not realise they're in the final 30 seconds? Was that their tactic? They all stand in their spawn and then they won't get shot. Maybe, I don't know. At the moment, remarkably, red are winning. Is that because they've not left their spawn to actually get shot? Yeah, I don't know. There's 2 respawns in it with 5 seconds to go. And that is game over. That is game over. So let's have a look. That was remarkably, I can't believe it, it was a red win. So red win. And it was 9 respawns to the reds and 11 to the greens. Yeah, don't die, easy win. Yeah, it was. I mean, maybe that was their tactic, not to leave their respawn area, and therefore can't get shot, and therefore win the game. It certainly did work for them in the end. So well done. You've won that one. So that is yeah, win is a win. That's first win for the Reds. So 1-0 to the Reds for the night so far. Reds were the dominant team last night as well. So let me pop that on there. 1-0 Reds. So far tonight. Cool. So we'll get them all reloaded and we'll get them out for the next game in just a mo. So players are just getting themselves reloaded, hydrated, etc. The filthy little smokers up there are having a cigarette, and then we'll be out for our second game of the night. So we generally play every game we play twice, once in every direction, so that the players get used to the arena if they've not played before, and just to show that there's no difference to what end you start. So whether you start one end or the other, it's all asymmetrical, so it's all the same. What's that? Strained haze. Hi guys, I was just playing. Okay, fair enough. Which one are you? You have to identify yourself. Will I see my burger tonight? Yes, you will see the challenge burger tonight. It's been calling your name. Who's Strained Haze? What kit are you wearing, mate? Just so we can identify you. Don't worry, George. Your burger will be on display soon. I think we'll put that on the stream on the 7th. Wherever you we're live stream you eating your challenge burger. See if you can manage that. We'll work out a way of bringing on the one of the other cameras onto the live stream. Hopefully we'll be able to get the GoPro working by then. I don't know what's going on with the damn thing, but it keeps you losing the URL, so I've had to start a case with GoPro to get it sorted. I'm in all black, the taller one. Okay. So that's like saying I'm the guy in camo. It's unfortunately in the arena the lights are off and you're in black. So if you're the tall guy, if you're in the safe zone at the moment, are you standing over by the toilet door? Or if you're in the safe zone, just wave your hand so I can see which one you are. Yeah, we could definitely. I've got a spare camera, one of the streaming cameras that we use. I just need to run an Ethernet cable, so I've got a spare port, I think, on the switch. I think I've got a spare PoE switch port downstairs in the front office, so we should be able to easily run a line out to the CAF, and we could do some streaming from that, definitely. We might be able to do some player interviews or something like that with it. That would be quite cool. We have to work out on the transitions. I'll have a play around with the technology this week, see if we can get that up and running. There's your burger up for display now, Georgester. So this will make a live stream, I reckon, watching you eat this thing. So let me find my mouse. Where's my mouse gone? There we go. So if you're wondering what George is going on about, it is, let me bring this up. This is the Airsoft anti-cheat competition that we've got happening on the 7th of August. I was wondering if we could get a cam for the casters too. For the casters? What are the casters? Don't know what you mean, George. Anyway, this is George's event. The Airsoft Anti-Cheat event. It's happening on the 7th of August here at the Kill House. It is a 5-man team competition, so you don't have to be part of a 5-man team. You can sign up as individuals as well, and you'll be put into a team. If you're already a group of you, that's 5 of you, you can sign all of you up and play away as a team of 5. So there's cash prize up for grabs. I think last time I spoke to George, so there was quite a few teams signed up already. I think there was about at least 8 teams signed up. So check out their website, www.airsoftanticheat.com. I think I had the link. Yeah, this was the link to their sign up. Let me put that in the chat. There we go. So you can sign up to the patron seat, and then sorry, radio going nuts there. So you can sign up there and just pay the monthly fee, and the competitions are included. or you can just pay a one-off fee of £30 and come and play. So there's many options and many different ways to get involved. I'll put both links up there. You can have a look in your own time. But yeah, that's happening on the 7th of August. It's 5v5. Rounds are limited on every round, so everyone will be in the same boat. You can run pretty much anything you want. Standard duels limit will apply, and you'll have to buy the BB packs for the event. But with the round limitation, there'll be very few BBs to need to buy. I think it's double elimination competition. And you've got to be in it to win it. It will be live streamed on the day. There'll be loads of other activities happening. So get yourself signed up and get involved. As I say, you don't need to be part of a team. You can do it as individuals as well. So we will get you placed into teams. And we have got teams that aren't fulfilled. So if you want to do that, get involved and do that as well. It'd be awesome to have as many people involved as possible. We'll have the big marquee out the front. And there'll be plenty of space for everyone. Let me just pull this down for a second. Let's get the board up here. So back to tonight's game. We are doing a team deathmatch again. So same round as last time. This is purely done on respawns. So whichever team gets the least respawns will win. Unfortunately, you can't see that on the scoreboard on your side at the moment. We will have that on later streams, but at the moment, I can see it on my tablet. I can see when the players press it, and we'll see who wins this next round. See if the green team can pull it back, or whether red will win again. And then after this one, we'll get into some games using the targets as well, which would be pretty cool. You start to see some of the arena light up as the targets come into play. You did see a few on the last round. As the targets get shot, they do illuminate on that. But on the round after this one, once we deploy the targets fully, you'll be able to see a lot more lighting up. Okay, so we've just turned the arena lights back on just so the players can make their way out there. They are heading out now. So probably about a minute's time and we'll get the game started. So if you've just joined us, welcome. If you have joined us, get involved in the chat. It's always good to hear from other people as well. Let us know what you think of the live stream. Let us know what you think of the arena and the game so far. Let us know who you think's going to win. And if you're out playing this weekend, let us know where you're playing. There's lots going on this weekend as well. I think next weekend we've got a bank holiday weekend as well. So is it called the 308 Sniper Burger Challenge? Yeah, it's just a challenge burger on the menu. So Cameron Boss, welcome. Hello there. Good to have you in the chat. So we're going to be playing a game of Team Deathmatch next, purely just done on respawns. So it's 1-0 to the Reds so far for the night. It was quite close on that first game. I think some of them are being a bit tentative, trying to find their way in the dark. So we'll see how this next game pans out. I think you've played here as well, haven't you, Cameron? Okay, yeah. So yeah, you went. You had your birthday party here not long ago. Yeah, I remember. That was cool. That was a good night. Are you out playing this weekend at all? Are you having a weekend off of Airsoft? I know there's a few sites running this weekend. As I said, we got games on Saturday and Sunday, but there's loads of places with games on this weekend, and I think the weekend after is going to be a busy one as well. It's the bank holiday weekend. I think we've still got a few spaces left on that one, but it's looking pretty good. Oh, okay, you're going to play Apocalypse. That's cool. Have you played Apocalypse before, or the first time? I'm sure you said actually that you've played there before. Third time, yeah. That's a pretty decent site. A lot of people like it. I've never actually been there, to be honest. I've known Martin for quite a few years now, and John, and they often pop down the shop, and. But I've never actually been to the site, so I really need to go down and visit them down there and say hello. So should come and play with us on the 7th. Yeah. Get signed up, Cameron, on the 7th for the competition. X Gravity Sunday should be fun. Oh yeah, you're playing Sunday, I think, aren't you? Yeah. So X Gravity's playing Sunday with Dan, our marshal that's marshalling tonight. The pair of them are playing. So if you fancy coming down and getting yourselves getting a chance to shoot the marshal, then come and play Sunday, because X Gravity, who is actually Kai, our chef, he's going to be there. So if you want a chance to shoot the chef, then come and do that on Sunday. And also we've got Dan, our in-game marshal, he'll be there as well. So X Gravity, you're playing Drivewood on Saturday, 308 on Sunday. Yeah. Plan on making a squad who goes and gets involved. I'm going to try and join a large team. My uncle's in. That'd be cool. The game we've got on the 7th, Cameron, is a competition one. It's the Airsoft Anti-Cheat. So if you go on the Airsoft Anti-Cheat website, you'll see that the competition they're running. So that's on Sunday the 7th of August. You don't have to be part of a team to get involved. You can sign up individually. If there's 5 of you, you can join your own team. So if only you had your car out of the mechanic. You've broken your car, have you? How many people can play at your site at once? So Ricky, we welcome to the chat. We only allow 12 people in the arena at once, so 6v6 is a maximum. On a general booking day, we book 12 people like that. When you let me just start the game and then I'll carry on chatting. I can't multitask. Here we go. So the game's starting in 3, 2, 1. So so we have 12 people on a normal skirmish day, so 6v6. If you book a private session, quite a lot of players book private sessions for team training and stuff. You can have as many people as you want, but we still cap it at a maximum of 6 v6 in the arena. So if you book it as a private, we had a private the other day and there was like 20 people. We just split them down into 4 teams of 5, and then we kept the teams rotating. So you can do the same there, or if you just book on a walk-in session, it's 6v6. But sometimes we've done games where it's 2v2 and 3v3, and sometimes those low numbers work really well as well. It gives you a more intense game. So we always try and run regardless of how many. We don't like cancel games if we get low bookings. We'll try and run regardless, just to try and give everyone the best experience as possible. So we're not seeing a lot of movement in tonight's game. It is in the dark. It is totally pitch black out there. There is no natural light. You do need a torch. Players are tentatively moving around. We're starting to see a bit of movement. Green definitely looked stronger in the last game, but ended up losing it on respawns. Maybe because they were pushing out more than the Reds. Maybe that was the Reds' ploy. At the moment, Reds haven't respawned at all yet. Greens have respawned once. But in fairness, I don't think Reds have really left their respawn at the moment. We're going to have to get them a bunch of tents, I think, the way they're going. HPA's broken. Oh no. How have you broken your HPA setup? What's gone wrong? Is it the actual gun or the reg or the line? Or there's a lot more HPA users again. It's had a bit of a resurgence again, HPA. I think some of the stigmas of HPA have dropped away. I don't know why it has got a stigma, because if someone's going to cheat, they're going to cheat. I don't understand it, you know. If someone's stupid enough to turn their reg up, then they shouldn't really be playing anyway, but they're just spoiling their own game. And I know, like, on a lot of HPA setups, you turn the reg up and the performance of the gun drops off anyway. You push too much power through it, so it's just a silliness. And if the reg's been tournament locked, you know, you got the cable tie for it, what's the difference to someone having a quick change spring and swapping the spring out after they've been chronoed? It's no different really, is it? So I don't know why HPA's always had such a bad stigma. I think some of the guns are quite cracky, you know, some of the old Titmans and that had quite a crack sound to them and that, and people just associated the loud noise with it being heavy hitting. I think like the Firehawks, when people run Firehawks, everyone says, oh, that gun's hot, just because it makes a loud noise as it cracks away with that noise hog on the front. So I think HPA has got a bad rap over the years. X-Gravity's going to HPA my Mark II. Your Mark II? What's your Mark II? I don't remember. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the Firehawk is loud because of that amplifier, and that. But it's the sound of it that people thought, well, because it's got a large crack to it, it must be hot, which isn't the case at all. Speed softers love it. Yeah, we're starting to see a lot more speed softy sort of play, but a lot of hybrid speed softers as well now. So not pure speed softers, like they're becoming a bit of a new breed of their own, like 50-50, isn't it? It's like a bit of a speed softer, a bit of a skirmisher, all rolled into one. You know, go for a bit of the speed softy sort of look sometimes, or the speed softy sort of gun, but they're not full speed softers, which is quite good. That's you. Yeah, I reckon so. And I think that's probably the growing market. SSG ones were probably the start of that. Having SSG ones hit the scene made it a sort of out of the box speed soft gun to get people started. So I think that's where we started seeing it, and especially with all the HPA gear and that now, with like the tap airsoft mags and stuff, that's definitely made the difference. Just give you an update on tonight's game here. We're about halfway through. 5 respawns to the red and 4 to the green, so it's very even at the moment. Let's see how which is exactly the same as their target score at the moment, so the scoreboard is actually right for once, but that's more a fluke than anything else. The little man's quick. Yeah, there is a guy out there flying around. Sometimes the smaller and younger lads fly around with some superb speed, just because they are that much smaller. They can get around and probably a bit more nimble than the older folk. Oh yeah, my sister's known for knifing everyone here. Yeah. Yeah, she was quite proud of her knife kills. In fact, I think a few people come down inquiring about rubber knives after they've been knife killed by his sister. Sneaky prick she is. Charming. You love your sister then, really, eh? Cool, someone just took a blow into a wall there. I think they're avoiding the shot and ran full pelt into the wall. Looks like he's that little lad grabbing his arse. I think he fell on it. Of course, just not when she's knifing me in the back. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I don't think I'd love my sibling if they were knifing me in the back either, I suppose. Fair play. It's unusual to see someone doing well with a melee weapon as well. I mean, certainly the dark we get a few more knife kills because it's easier to get the sneak on someone. But it can be difficult to get the sneak on someone in the arena. So she's done well doing it. Love her again when I shoot her back though. It's always more satisfying when you get to shoot them back. Nothing better. I'm yet to get my boy back. Actually, every time I play with him, he manages to get the sneak on me, and he always manages to shoot me. And actually, last time I played against him, he shot me right in the foot, lit my toes up, and I thought finger shots hurt, but I got to tell you, a toe shot is probably up there with a finger shot. No worries. Enjoy your dinner, and we'll hopefully see you soon. X-Gravity, I'll throw a rubber duck at you. Actually, we've got some new patches in that you'll like, Kai. It says, don't touch my duck. I'll try and find that in the adverts, and I'll put it up there. Yeah, I found them on the website there. I'll throw up... I'll throw that up in the interval. We've got a minute left of this game. At the moment, Greens are winning this one. You're back. Wow, that was the quickest dinner ever. You must have just thrown it down your throat. So last 20 seconds of the game. Let's see how we're getting on. Red on 12 respawns, green on 10. So it is pretty close. 13 to the red, 10 to the green. Last few seconds. Let's see who's going to win this one. I think it's probably going to be a green win by the looks of it. And yes, it is a green win. So well done, green. Pop that on there. Green win. So 13 respawns to the red, and 10 respawn to the green. Oh, you brought your dinner up with you, savage. Eating dinner in your bedroom, eh? Gangster. So, yeah, well done, Greens. So that is 1-1 tonight so far. So, yeah, let me flick you over to the break. Let me see if I can bring up the The rubber duckies, there we go. Look at them bad boys. New patches in today. Don't touch my duck. And just for those in touch with their phenomenon side, we've got the pink ones in as well. So I thought you'd like them, X-Gravity. They're right up your street. So they just turned up today. We had a few patches turn up today. We had these which were pretty cool as well. The Born to Kill patches. So they've come in. I think these ones come in and flown out. I think we've only got one of these left actually. I think my boy bought one of them as well. And that was about it. I think we had some pistols, but they were pistols we've had in stock as well before, so they haven't come up on the new in. But yeah, a few bits, and there we go. So if you want to be like Cameron's sister and get yourself some knife kills, we've got the rubber knives in stock as well, so you can do the stealth kills upstairs. So they're there as well. But let me get rid of that and send you back to the adverts. We'll be getting them out for another game in probably about 5 minutes time. So close games tonight so far, 1-1 to each team, so we're drawing so far for the night. Okay, so next round will be a round of 2-shooter flip. So this will be our first game of the night involving the targets. So we'll see how the teams fare now that the targets come into play. Hopefully you'll see on the cameras as well that the arena will light up a little to eat your dinner there, Cameron. And we'll be back in just a couple of minutes. So we're just getting ready to do two-shooter flip. So on this game, when the game starts, it's a 10-minute game. None of the targets will light up. As the players enter the arena and start moving around, they need to engage the targets and shoot them. If they're on the green team, they shoot the target until it turns green. If they're on the red team, they shoot the target until it turns red. If you come across a target that's not your colour, you shoot it until it turns your colour. Simple as that. The targets will count how many seconds they've been held in each colour for. So there's 20 targets and 10 minutes. So you can run up a maximum of all those targets on for the whole 10 minutes. It will then take your respawns and divide the number of seconds you've held your targets for and divide it by your respawn. So you have to be a bit more tactical with this game. If you're too fast and get shot out loads, then you could end up losing the game because you respawn too much. But equally, if you don't push enough, then the other team can shoot out all the targets. And they can win on that basis too. So it's all to play for. It's a compromise between pushing too hard and not pushing hard enough. So we'll see how they get on as we deploy the targets on this first round using the targets. So let us know if you're still watching in the chat. Let us know who you think's going to win this one. Do you think Reds will be able to push out strong enough to hold this one, or will Greens smash it based on the first two games? I think it's going to be quite tight. The first couple of games have been quite tight, and it's been a draw so far, but this will be the first one that pushes them all around the arena using all the targets.
There's something in the
Okay, so as I said, next game will be two-shooter flip. We're just a couple of minutes out. I'm just waiting for some of the players to be ready, and then we'll be going out for this next round of two-shooter flip. Okay, so hopefully it won't be too much longer. We've just got a couple of players downstairs in the shop and in the cafe. So we're just waiting for them guys to finish up and get themselves back upstairs. And then we'll be going out for this first round of two-shooter flip. So hopefully another minute or two. And
coming up, 2 players coming up.
Oh. Sorry about that. You probably heard that on the radio chat. The 2 of the players are just coming up now. So hopefully it won't be too long and we'll be getting them straight back out. Oh, I think they're all being Jesse's. I think they're waiting for the rain to subside a little bit before they run upstairs. It has just started hammering down outside. So it is a little bit wet out there now. What a contrast in the week. At the beginning of the week, it was absolutely sweltering. You was praying for rainstorms, and now here we go. We've got the rainstorms. So marvellous, isn't it? I think the weekend's supposed to be a bit nicer though. I think it's looking overcast for tomorrow, but quite warm. And Sunday's supposed to be quite sunny, so that should be good. And next week doesn't look like a bad week. I think it's supposed to be quite cool. Mid-20s next week, so warm enough to still don the shorts and t-shirts, but not too hot that you can't work. So it looks like most of the players are back up in the arena, I think, or back up in the safe zone, sorry. So we'll just wait for Dan to get them out on this next game. Okay, so looks like the first players are starting to enter the arena. So hopefully we can get this first game of two-shooter flip underway. Let's get the arena cams up here for you. Here we go. So we'll just wait for the marshal to get them all in place and ready to play, and I'll come back to you with the game start in just a second. Okay, so players are just getting ready now. I'm just going to speak to the in-game marshal and get this game started. Bear with me. Okay, here we are, and we have game on, game on. So two-shooter flip, first round of this one. So they've got to engage the targets, like the target up their colour, and hold it their colour for as long as possible. Say respawns count on this one. There's 20 targets in total. I can tell you they have 13 targets in play now. You can see the targets on the scoreboard at the bottom there. So at the moment the green team have 10 and the red have 4. And you'll see that update as they flip the targets around. So you can now start to see some of the targets lit up in the arena. You can start to see some of the glows out there. So green are definitely being more dominant on this one. I think we see on the first couple of rounds that reds were struggling to push out much. So I think that's what's costing them on this round, because you've got to push out and engage all the targets. If you can't even hold the targets on your half of the arena, you're going to be struggling. So there's the arena's a mirror image of itself. There's 20 targets out there, and the targets are all in the opposing positions. So everyone has an equal chance. They should be able to push out and get at least 10 of their own targets, and then it's a case of holding their half of the arena. But at this stage, red aren't pushing out. They've got 3 targets to 13, and they're doing a better job. I mean, they're not getting shot. They've had 0 respawns on the red. They're just not pushing out. I think this could be our first. Yeah, it's our first red respawn. But I don't know what reds are doing. They're just standing there in their spawn area. If they don't move out, they're not going to. They're not going to win anything. They've got to move. So let's see if we can work out what's going on here. At the moment it's 14-6 to the greens, 4 respawns to the green, 2 to the reds. So there's not much of a difference in terms of respawns. But in terms of targets, green are definitely doing a better job. They have shot all 20 targets now. So all 20 targets are in play. Okay, sorry about the radio silence there. Just communicating with the in-game marshal. See if we can get the red players moving out of their spawn a little bit. See if we can encourage some movement. They got to get moving out of their spawn and into the arena if they stand half a chance of winning the game. At the moment, it's 11 respawns or 12 respawns now to the green and 4 to red. But green are doing a better job at holding their half of the arena. Unless this is their tactic of the Reds, they're just stick in their spawn and not move out. So Marshall's just had a word with them, see if he can encourage them to ease out. They've made it a metre out, so let's see if they can eke it out a little bit further. It is difficult in the dark. Especially if you've not done a dark night before. I'm not sure if they're just struggling to see what's going on. But yeah, they've got to start moving. It's the only way to win this game. 13-7 on the targets at the moment. There is a 10 respawn different though, so Reds have got 5 respawns, Green have got 15, so maybe the holding back technique is helping them out. But it doesn't make for much fluid play. They've got to get out and push, get all those targets shot down. Okay, so they are starting to move out a little bit.
Pew, 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 pew.
You can just see them starting to move. So they're all out of the spawn now, which is good to see. That guy in the top left camera there, I think that he's got one to the back of the leg. He come back into his respawn limping and dancing there. Players do like to have a little respawn dance. We do see that quite often on the cameras. Players quite often have like a little dance party. So I don't know what's happening in the bottom left-hand camera. I think is that the entire red team just sort of congregating down there. There's certainly a couple of them just trying to pin out that corner of the arena. I've just activated the smoke in that corner, so that got them moving, smoked them out. But this is CQB. You got to move. You can't camp. Need fluid movement around the arena. It is good. We're starting to see more push out now, which is good. So where are we at? We're 3/4 of the way through the game so far. Green are absolutely smashing it in terms of targets, but they have 18 respawns to 8. So this is where it gets tight. They could end up losing the game just because they're not getting the the other team shot, really, and that could be the way that Red are playing it. It's certainly a different game style to what we normally see. Okay, so last minute of the gameplay now. See how they're getting on. So green are still holding the arena 15-5. Respawns double, 21 respawns for the green, 10 for the reds. So could green end up losing because of the amount of respawns? Has that been red's tactic, just to pin down? It's not a tactic we've seen before. With CQB, really got to have fluid movement, but it seems to have worked from on one round, so we'll find out in 10 seconds. I think green might have done enough in terms of target held, but we will find out in just a sec. And there we go, green team win. So there we go, we have a green win for that one. Let's pop that up on the chat there. So green held, let's have a look on here. Green held for 416 versus red at 163. So yeah, it was a definite green win. Green had more respawns though. So green respawn was 23 versus red respawn of 10. But green won overall, so it's now 2-1 to the greens tonight so far. So well done. That was a good game. We're get them on a quick break, and then we will swap ends and see how it pans out going the other way. Let me see if I can sort that scoreboard out a little bit while I'm here. There we go. So, green win. So well done, greens. 2-1 so far to the greens. We'll get them out to play next round in just a moment. So if you are watching the stream, hopefully we're hoping to have guest speakers get involved on the stream over the coming weeks. Hopefully by mid-August we should be ready for that. So if you want to get involved, put your name down, drop us a note, just drop us a message on Facebook or whatever, or drop us an email. pop in the shop, whatever. Let us know you're interested, and we'll get you on one of the streams chatting away. Hopefully we can get some engagement on the stream chat as well, like we had earlier, and we can get people involved chatting away on the stream. So if you fancy that, then give us a shout and we can get you involved. Okay, so players just on a 5-minute break, and then we'll be back shortly with the next round of 2-shooter flip. So far for the night, it's 2-1 to the Greens. So on the first round, we had the team deathmatch, and it was 1-1, and then we've had one round of 2-shooter flip. So this first round was won by the Greens. We'll be playing the second round of this in just a moment, once they finish their break. So a few minutes out now, and we'll be getting them out for the next one.
I know my destiny.
So we're just waiting for a couple of players in the shop, and as soon as they're done, we'll get them back up and get the next game underway. So I do apologise. A few more minutes while they just sort out whatever they're sorting out. One of them's got a small gun issue, I think, so they're just trying to sort that out. And then we'll be back with more. Okay, so it looks like we've got all players back in the safe zone. So about a minute's time, and we'll be getting them out for the next round of 2-shooter flip. So same round as last time, swapping ends this time, and let's see if the Reds can push back out and level the score back up. So I think the some of the issue that Red had was that round they defended their sort of first half of their arena quite well, and they did well on the not to get shot as often because they were respawning a lot less, but they just weren't pushing up the whole part of the arena. So you've got to push to halfway and beyond if you stand any chance of getting a response. Okay, so it looks like the players are just about ready. Hopefully they'll be pushing out into the arena in just a moment. So yeah, hopefully not too much longer, and we'll have them out there for this second round of 2-shooter flip.
It's Friday then, then Saturday, Sunday, what? It's Friday then, then Saturday, Sunday, what? It's Friday again, then Saturday. Mufasa, you know we finally here, right? It's Friday then.
Okay, so it looks like we've got players entering now. So let's get the arena cams up. Let's see them entering through. There we go. So we have players entering in. Okay, so we're just waiting for the players to get out. Looks like we've got 3 of them in one half of the arena. There's 4. Okay, so... and 4 up the other end. So it looks like they're all in the right places now. So I'm just going to communicate with the marshal, make sure they're all ready in place, and we'll get this game started. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and game on, game on. So let's see how this one gets on. Will Reds push out a bit harder this time, or will Greens win it again? So the score you can see on the screen there is the targets. How many targets each team is holding at one time? There's 20 targets to play for. So you could see it up to the 2 added together should add up to 20 once they've engaged all targets. At the moment they've only engaged 9 targets, so there's 11 targets out there to get, and we also count respawns in this one, so as they come back and respawn that account, and it'll divide their total time up on that as well. So looks like green are dominating. Respawns about the same. 3 respawns to the red, 2 to the green. But green are smashing it on the targets. Red are pushing out a lot more this time. They're not holding back in their spawn as much as they were. But they're still holding back in their spawn a bit, which is what's killing them, I think, at the moment. So let's see how this pans out. So greens are still dominating at the moment. It's 12-6 on the targets. Respawn's about the same. 5 to the red, 4 to the green. So definitely moving a lot more. The reds are definitely pushing out of their respawn a lot more, but they're still losing. So they need to do a little bit more on the targets. We've got 18 targets in play. There's still 2 targets that haven't been shot. So it looks like they're in the red half of the arena. So that's costing them as well because they're missing out on an opportunity.
Pew, 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 pew.
Good shot.
Okay, so we're about 3/4 of the way through the game. Still green are just holding it. We've got all 20 targets shot now. Green are holding it on the targets. On the respawn wise, red have got a massive 14 respawns to 6 on the green. Okay, so last minute and a half of this round. Does look like, even though Red are taking the lead slightly on the targets now, they are pushing a little bit harder. They have got nearly, well, over double the respawns now. 18 respawns for the Red, 7 for the Green. So I think Green have done a more sterling job holding the targets for the definitely for the first 3 quarters of the game. Red are coming into their own a little bit now, but it might be too little too late, and with the amount of respawns they've got, it's going to hurt their overall timing. So we'll see. I think Greens are probably still just done enough to win this, but we'll find out in just a minute. So final little push, we've got 20 seconds to go. Green have held it back now on the arena. I think Green are probably going to win this one, but we'll find out in about 10 seconds time. Green are holding more targets, but there's a nice little trade-off going on there. But Red have got 10 more respawns than the Green, 19 to 9. So I think this probably will be 2-shot flip. And the winning team is the Greens. So well done, Greens.
Game over.
Let me flip up a green win. So well done to the Green. It is now. So let me pop that on the chat. So Green win. So it's now 3-1 to the Greens tonight so far. So well done, Greens, well played. That's another round of 2-shooter flip under your belt. So definitely more dominant in the 2-shooter game. Okay, so players are just taking a 5-minute breather, and then we'll be out for a game of attack and defend. So the attack and defend game is a fast-paced game. This isn't. It does have a 10-minute time limit, but it never takes 10 minutes. Well, shouldn't take 10 minutes. So in attack and defend, one team will attack, and their job is to work the arena and shoot out all 20 targets in the quickest time possible. The defending team have to defend the targets and stop them from being shot. Defenders have 3 lives each. Attackers have unlimited lives, so they can either rush the arena and get all the targets shot, or they can eliminate all the other team's lives and then get round and get the target shot. So there's a couple of different ways of doing it, or you can do a bit of both. And it's the quickest time to do it wins. So we'll have one team attacking first, see how quick they can do it, then we'll swap ends and see how quickly the other team can do it. So that will be the format of that game. It'll be about 5 minutes now. Players just on a quick break, and then we'll get them out for this round. So bear with us while we get them on this break, and then, as I say, we'll be back with the game of attack and defend. Okay, so next game of attack and defend, or domination. So this is how quickly one team can dominate the targets over the other. So one team attacking, one team defending. Attackers unlimited lives, defenders will have 3 lives each. Attackers have to shoot out the targets as quick as possible. Defenders have to stop that from happening. Defenders, once they've used all their lives up, will head back to their respawn and wait there for the game to finish. We'll simply time it and see how quickly the red team can do it. Then we'll swap ends, and the green team will have a chance at attacking and see how quickly they can do it. The winners will be the ones that done it the quickest overall. So red's attacking first. Let's see how quickly they can do this in. So we're just waiting for the players to enter the arena now. Won't be a minute, and we'll be getting them going on this first round of attack and defend. Okay, so it looks like players are just starting to enter the arena, so let's get the arena cams up, see how they're getting on. So it looks like they're starting to enter now. Let me just chat with the in-game marshal, see how quick we can get this one started. Okay, so we've almost got everyone in place. We'll just see what's going on here, and then we'll get this game going. Okay, so here we go. Red team attacking. Let's see how quick they can do this. So, one target down. This isn't the quickest of times we've seen in the world. So I think the record we have at the moment is about 48 seconds. Normally they get the first 10 targets down in 10 to sort of 12 seconds. So we're 20 seconds in, 9 down. Now they've got 10, so about 22 seconds I think that was. So that's how quick they move out. It's always the last targets that slow them down. The first ones are all in their half of the arena, so it's always a little bit quicker to do. It's always the as they develop further into the opposition's half, it slows it down. So let's see how they get on here. So 13, 14 targets down, just over a minute, so we're not going to break any records tonight. So still stuck on 15 targets now. The average sort of time is sort of normally like 2 to 3 minutes is about an average time. A quick time is around a minute, and then any sort of 3 to 5 minutes isn't too bad a time. Anything after 5 minutes is starting to enter the realms of being a proper slow time. So we're 16 targets down with 2 minutes gone. We've got 4 targets to go. How quickly can they engage these last targets? You got to bear in mind these last 4 targets are right in the opposition's half of the arena now, so they've got to delve into there where there's an equal number of players defending. So they've either got to take them out and expel all their 3 lives, or they've got to or they've just got to push through and not get shot and take out the targets on the way. So 2.5 minutes gone. We've still got 4 left to go. Let's see how this unfolds. Okay, so still 16 targets. I can hear a few hits being shouted, so they're definitely being taken out. Looks like the defenders are doing pretty well. The attackers aren't able to push through. 16 targets still. We're coming up to 3.5 minutes gone. It should be slightly easier in the dark because the you can see the targets glowing. We have got a couple of smoke machines that let off light either end, but that shouldn't be too distracting. You should still be able to see the targets glowing out in the arena there. Still 16 targets, 4 to go, so we're coming up to 4 minutes. This could end up being a slowish time. Let's see how they fare. Still only 16. See, we've got a couple of defenders dug in there defending, waiting for their red teammates or counterparts to come across and engage some targets. They're ready to pounce. And they're doing a sterling job here. They're not managed to push for 17, 18, 19 targets. So just so I say, they're doing a sterling job of it. The Reds get another 3. And there we go. Game over. 4 minutes 49. Well, we haven't set any records tonight with that one. But it doesn't matter because it's all how quick the green team can do it. So let's put this on the chat. Red done it in 4 minutes and 49.790. Put the decimal on there as well, just in case. It doesn't normally come into it, but we shall see. So 4 minutes 49. Let's we'll get them reloaded and swapped ends and see if the greens can do it any quicker. Okay, so just quick break. One of the players has just got a little bit of blood trickling out of him, so he's just going to patch himself up, and then we'll get him back out. I think he, by the sounds of it, got shot in an old wound, and it's opened it back up. So he's just going to mop that up, and then we'll be getting them back out. See how quickly greens can do it. It also gives greens a chance to get their breath back and compose themselves ready for their attack. See if they can beat the red time. Okay, so it looks like the players are going out. So we'll get this this next game going in just a second. Okay, so yep, players are out now. We'll just get the in-game marshal, get them sorted, then we'll have this green run and see how quickly green can do it. Can the greens beat the reds? We will find out in just a mo. Let's wait for him to get them in place and we'll get this game started. Okay, so here we go. Game starts in 3, 2, 1, and we have game on, game on. So let's see if the greens can do it any quicker. Well, straight off the bat, they're a lot quicker. 6 down in 8 seconds, 8 down 10 seconds, 9 down in 12. It is always the second half that slows them up, though. This is where they have to fight into the other half of the arena. But they're 13 targets down in 20 seconds, 14 targets down. The quickest we've had is 48, I think, seconds from a team.
Enemy spotted. Target down.
Now 15 targets, so 5 to go. Coming up to a minute. 17, 18. We've got 2 to go. 1 to go. And game over. That was quick. That was a quick one. So that is a definite green win overall for attack and defend. So let me pop that on there. Green's time 64.026, so yeah, that was a lot quicker. So let me pop it in the same format of time. So 105.376. So well done, greens. That was another green win, so that makes it 4-1 to the Greens so far tonight. So well done there. Another green win. So let's see if Reds can claw some back in our next round of games. Let me find out from the in-game marshal how quickly that's going to be. Okay, so next game is going to be a game of team domination using the targets. So a couple of minutes break while I just get reloaded quickly in that. And then we'll be out and playing the game of team domination. We'll see if the Reds can claw something back and start putting some wins on the board. But we'll have that going in about 2 or 3 minutes time now. Okay, so we're going to be playing a game of Team Domination next. So this uses the targets, so very similar to the first game with the respawns, but they'll be using the targets as well. So it's a bit like a tug of war as well. So when the game starts, there'll be 10 red targets and there'll be 10 green targets. You have to shoot your own colour target. The game can be won in one of two ways. You can win it before 10 minutes is up by shooting all 10 of your targets before the 10 minutes is up without the other team shooting a single target. So we've only ever had that happen once. Or what generally happens is a case of tugging your targets backwards and forwards. So as you shoot one of your targets, it'll regenerate one of the other team's targets, providing they've got some shot out themselves. So you'll see the score going up and down, up and down, up and down, and it'll be simply the team at the end of the 10 minutes, which they won't know when the time's up, who's holding the most targets shot out. The more targets of yours you shoot out, the harder it gets, because you've got to then get into the enemy half to shoot out their targets too. So the game will be starting in just a moment, and we'll see how this one gets on. See if the Reds can claw some back.
Let's do this.
So Master's just explaining the game brief to the players. So hopefully about 30 seconds and they'll be in the arena.
Let's do this.
Enemy spotted.
Bang bang.
Okay, looks like players are starting to make their way out to the arena. Slowly, but they're making their way out. So let's get the arena cams up there. Here we go. And we'll just get them all set in place, and then we will get this next round going.
Let's do this.
Okay, and here we go. And game starts in 3, 2, 1. And game on, game on. So let's see how they fare on this one. Okay, sorry about the disappearing out there. So that was a green win. Let me get that up on there. Let's see how they did. So, excuse me. So greens had a 30 average versus a 24 average for the reds. So that was a green win, so well done. Just had a bit of a rush on in the kitchen, so I had to rush down and help them quick. That's all sorted now, so I'm back. Greens are definitely the more dominant team tonight. Let's see how the night continues. We've got just over half an hour left, so hopefully we'll get a couple more games in. Okay, so I just had a word with the in-game marshal. We're going to try and push and get a couple more games out tonight before the end of the night. We've got about half an hour left, so we'll do one more round of team domination. See if Reds can pull it back, and then we'll probably end the night with like a deathmatch sort of game, 5 lives and out. So we'll be back with this next game of team domination in about 2 to 3 minutes time. Okay, so Team Domination, second round of. So, as I said before, it's like a tug of war game, this one. So, the arena will light up with 10 red targets, 10 green targets. You have to shoot your own colour targets. As you shoot one of yours out, providing the opposing team have already shot one of theirs out, it will relight one of theirs. So the objective is try and de-illuminate all your targets before the other team do theirs. So you'll see the targets go up and down, up and down. So as a red shoots his red one out, it'll light a green one up, and vice versa. So you have to get more than one in a row to start winning back and dominating your half. And simple as that. If you manage to shoot all 10 targets out before the other team has shot their target at all, then you'll win outright before the 10 minutes is up. So it can be won that way. It's only been won that way once. The majority of the time it goes the full 10 minutes, and it's down to that last flurry of activity. Whoever pulls the sort of proverbial rope over their side more by shooting most of their targets out. So let's get you over to the arena cams. Looks like we've got one player lying down on the job already. I don't know if that's we've got one in each spawn area. One's lying down, one's sitting down, leaning up against the wall. So I don't know if that's a conserving energy tactic or a way to keep cool. Maybe, I don't know. It's something different, but there you go. So we're just waiting for the last couple to get out in the arena now, and then I'll get on to the marshal and get this game started. And hopefully we've got time for just one more game of like a death match at the end, just to see the night off. If we can get this one going in the next minute. Okay, and here we have game start. 3, 2, 1, and game on, game on. So let's see how they get on in this round. Can red get one back, or will green just totally dominate tonight? Let's see. Red off on, well, they were off onto a good start, and now green have taken over. Yeah, looks like green are being a little bit more dominant at the moment. Unless you go for a sudden outright win, then it's really in the last couple of minutes this game's won or lost. So 1 minute in, fairly even at the moment in terms of the target pool. So will red be able to do a better job on this one? Okay, still fairly even. 4, 4, 3, 4, 5, 4. It's bouncing backwards and forwards. Looks like they're getting more to grips with it, but I think green are being slightly more dominant. So how they're getting on, 3.5 minutes gone. Green are still being more dominant, I think, on this round. How are we doing on respawns? Red on 2, green on 4. But green are holding more of the arena. Almost got a total wipeout there for green. Green have got 2 targets left versus 9, 8, 7 targets to the reds. So reds just had a little flurry there just as I said that, so it's fairly evenly matched again. So at this stage of the game, it's all about holding your half of the targets really, just keeping them held nicely, playing the long game. It's all comes into play when we get to that last sort of minute. That's when the final push will happen. At that point it could make a difference on the respawns. Green are definitely losing on respawns at the moment but winning on targets, so it'll be interesting to see how it finishes off. We've got 8 respawns to the green and 3 to the red, so red are digging in quite nicely but they're just not engaging enough targets. And I'll say that, red then go storming ahead. 1 target left for the reds. Well, halfway stage, if red get that last target before green shoot a target, they could win this. Will they get one in time? Can they even see where it is? No, they can't because green have got one now. And red have got one back. Still 1 left. No, green have got 2. So red got very close there. They could have won that with 1 target, but you've really got to push into the other half of the arena at that point to get that last target, as it tends to be the one that's sitting in the other half of the arena. So now green have taken the lead back again. So we are seeing a constant flow of activity backwards and forwards. Green are being a little bit more dominant as we speak. 6 minutes gone, so we've got 4 minutes left. So just coming up to 7 minutes, still green in the lead. So about 3/4 of the way through now. Red are just pinning it back a little bit. Greens have got 11 respawns, red have got 8, so very even on the respawns. I think it all come down to the last closing minutes of this game. So last minute and a half just coming up to, still green in the lead at the moment. So just coming up to the last minute now. This is where we see the flurry of activity. So they've just been given the 1 minute warning. So currently green are pushing ahead. Will they be able to do enough in this last closing stages? Green might lose it on respawns, you know. They've got 14 respawns. Red are on 9, now 10. So let's have a look. Red have only got to push the targets one over their way, or even draw on the targets, and they could get the win just based on respawns. So let's see how we go. Last 30 seconds. Green has smashed it into the lead. Is it enough? 20 seconds to go. Last 10 seconds coming up. Here we go. Still fairly even at the moment. If it stays even, well, there's only 4 respawns different now. 12 to the red, 16 to the green. Reds have just pushed it over. And that was a red win. Red just snatched it back right at the end there. Wow. And I think on their respawns as well. So red win. So well done, Reds. Let's get that up there. So, actually, in that game, Reds averaged the targets less than the Greens did. Greens had an average time held of 54 versus 16 for the Reds. So Green actually done a better job at holding the targets for the most of the game. But because it's like a tug of war, Reds pulled it right over at the end and they won it. Respawn-wise, we had 12 respawns to the Reds. Versus 16 respawns to the green, but yeah, literally green just won it in those. Green just lost it in those last closing seconds. Really, the Reds just managed to pull it across.
That was the last game.
So let me just chat in with the Marshall there, see what he's saying. 2 seconds. Okay, yeah, so the Marshal has called that one for the night then, so that is game over for tonight. So I hope you've enjoyed the stream. We had a lot of chatters early on, which was good. So hopefully you guys will be back with us tomorrow. I think we've got a full morning of play tomorrow. So we'll be streaming that one, hopefully. I think it looks like it's a fairly busy weekend of play. So we've got, full morning tomorrow. Sunday is pretty full as well. So Sunday, if you haven't booked in to play anywhere Sunday, get booked in. We've got Kai, our chef. He's playing on Sunday, so you get a chance to shoot him. And we've got Dan, our in-game marshal. He is also playing on that day as well. So if you want a chance to shoot them guys, then get down. It's www.308sniper.simplybook.it. I'll put the link in the chat there for you. So just 308sniper.simplybook.it. Click on that link, get yourselves booked in. So we have got a few more spaces Saturday and Sunday. But Saturday's almost full, actually, to be fair. But Sunday, get yourself booked in. Come and shoot Dan and Kai. They'll be playing, so come and light them up. They love it. And we shall see you tomorrow morning for tomorrow morning's stream. So this is me out, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Mission complete.
Game over. Game over. Game over.
Thank you for following